Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and please welcome my co-host Shari from Voices from the Swamp. Hello,
Hi.
Shari. Welcome
Hello,
back to the
Jean.
channel.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a month. It's once a month we get together. So
I
yikes.
know it's so much fun. Sometimes it feels like forever, and sometimes it feels like I just saw you yesterday. But you
Yeah. Yeah.
are one busy lady. I'll tell you. I see you all over all the time, different times, different channels, and I'm just honored that you come here with me and we can do our
I
readings together.
love reading with you. So I learn so much when I'm with you. And so yeah, it's anytime you say the word, I'm here. And and yeah, different days, different times, trying to get a feel for what works best for my schedule and trying not to overdo it. I know, I think it was last week before last, I literally like didn't do anything almost the whole week and I slept for when I normally would have been on air, I was sleeping. It was like I was just tired. It was like I need to just rest.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, we need to catch up for sure. We need to take care of ourselves. So today, everybody, as you can see below, we're going to be doing offering readings from messages from your spirit guides and angels today. And if you have any general questions, we'll definitely take those too. And just so you know, and if you want to put your questions in, please use caps and emojis. And as a reminder, we're going to choose the questions randomly. And Osmos and Leona, I have your questions. And welcome back, Nancy Riker. I know I was on
I,
earlier with Linda Kennedy, and we had so much fun and new readings, and it was fun. But I think Nancy, I think I saw you, but I didn't get to everybody on that last show. So if you want to put in something there, Nancy, that's fine. And look, Swampy 63 is here. Are you guys cousins?
Hi, Swampy. Yeah, no, we're not related, but we've been bumping against each other for I don't know what a couple of years now. Um,
Hmm. I love her icon too. And Sherry Lucas here, and CJ is here, Coyote Rosenbaum, if I didn't already say that. And please do, everybody, we are on the Sun Psyche Gene channel today, and Sherry's here visiting me. So please do go over and subscribe to Sherry. I don't know. Let me just see
please,
how
please,
far.
please. I'm almost to 10,000.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
working. I'm working towards my 10,000 link. I think I'm at like 88 or 89 something. I'm getting close to the point where it's starting to make me nervous. I'm afraid to look.
It
Nate's
moves a lot
like,
faster.
we're
Mhm.
having a 10,000 party, right? And I said, oh yeah. I said, when I hit that mark, it's going to be party city.
Mhm, mhm. And
And
I
I'll have
have
a big blowout.
her link at the top of the chat, and it's Voices from the Swamp. And it's really important because like that first 100 and that first 500 seems like it takes months and months and months. And
Ever to
then
get
it
there. Yes.
yeah. So we've been together for quite a while.
Several
Sherry, I
years.
have your message, and Nancy, I see your message, and Lois Chooker is here. Hi, Lois, nice to see you. Thanks
Hi,
for coming,
Lois.
and thanks for being a member. I do have membership, you guys, and Sherry, if you don't
Me
mind, I'm going
too.
to do a little um,
I have two levels
information.
in membership. So, if people come over and like what they see, join the membership. And
So this is what I have. I'm offering for my members here. This is my website, and this is let me take this down.
I
This
don't
is my
have that yet.
This is my website. Well, I mean, I have a different type of an offering, and these are all of my readings on the first page there, right?
Mhm.
And then as you go up to the top, you see up here it says events page. If you click on the events, you see I have all these events coming up. This chakra healing workshop is on October 4th. You just click on it and you read about it here, and you see it says $5. This is for anybody who's not a member. It's $5. If you're a member, it's included in the membership. So you get to attend it and not pay any extra because it's included in the membership. And I do love doing the chats and doing readings for my members. And then also, I have ghost stories. And again, this is a $5 for anybody who's not a member. But if you're already a member, you get to attend at no cost. And it's the first one is on Sunday, October 12th. And I know that some people work on weekends, some people can't make it all the time. So I made another one for Saturday, October 18th. And this is
Oh,
where
I'm gonna try to go to that one.
we're going to share ghost stories, and we're going to share and Shari, you're one of my members, I believe. And
I think so.
so we're going to share ghost stories. Like everybody's, if you want to share your ghost story, I'm going to leave it open. I'm going to show you pictures of ghosts that I have, films of ghosts, like little shorts I have, and then if there's time, I'll give you a brief synopsis of when I had a ghost in my house. So you'll win. It's a
Yeah, I've
wonderful
had a few
experience.
ghost stories.
Oh, you do?
Oh
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm,
Um,
and
in fact, we had a bad thunderstorm rolling in the other night. My son went out to go video it kind of coming in. And when I watched the video back, there's a white orb that goes dancing through the video and then on out of shot. Several people, when I posted it, several people was like, "Did you see that orb?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it." That's what I was
wow.
doing. That was kind of cool because I wasn't out there. It was just him. And so I was actually on air at the times. And
Uh-huh. It's, the veil is thinning, especially around this time of year, and that's why I
oh
chose to
yeah,
do it around Halloween. Plus, don't we all need a distraction? And plus, don't we all love to be in community and chat with one another and just have a little bit of fun for an hour, hour and a half, or however long it takes? And then the
exactly.
last one here is Saturday, November 15th. I'm going to have past life mini readings. I don't know if any of you
Ooh,
heard some of my
interesting.
stories about when some of my clients asked for a past life reading, and I gave you a synopsis. I mean, it just blows my mind every time. It's really quite remarkable. And we're going to be doing that as well. And that's in November. So please do go on over to my website, check it out. If you're already a member, you know it's included. And if you are not already a member, what are you waiting for?
Oh, get off the stick. Click the button. Um, yeah, Nathan and I are doing a double membership meeting on
Oh,
November
nice. Yeah.
1st, the day
I
the
did that
day
with
after
you.
Halloween. And so we're gonna do a Zoom for both of our members together. We're gonna do Halloween. It's a day after, but what the hey, so we're gonna do costumes. We're both laughing about. I don't know what we're gonna dress up as. I'm like, whatever you want to dress up as.
Brilliant.
And
Brilliant. I
so I'm
love
looking
that.
forward to that. Yeah.
And
We
I've
did it.
done that.
We did it back for Easter. We did a double membership meeting, and it was so much fun because there are a lot of people that are members on both of our channels, and then there were others that were just members on one or the other, and so they got to cross meet other members, and be able to talk with them. So that was kind of fun. And we usually give away prizes and whatnot when we do that, so make it like just a
How do you
party.
give away
And
prizes on this random selector? Can you do that on Zoom?
um
How do you give
I
away
don't remember
prizes?
now. Nate has a way of doing it, and I don't remember now how he did it. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to ask him.
Uh-huh.
And but
That sounds like fun. That's always fun.
yeah,
People love giveaways for sure. For sure. And
yeah,
Leona says she loves her membership. She loves all the information and you can go back and watch all the old and membership meetings and live events, chats and readings. And I do like teaching different subjects when I do my membership. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I really
yeah. I
love it.
mean, on mine, all my membership stuff that I record is under the memberships tab in my playlist, and so members can access that. They're the only ones that can access that tab. And for just a regular hangout meeting that I do once a month, we don't record it. It's like, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas kind of atmosphere. And so it's just, we go hang out for an hour and just everybody chit chats and talks. And um, somebody will come in and can I get a reading? And I'm like, yeah. And so do a reading. Sometimes other members will do readings for other members that,
Oh,
because
nice.
there are several of them that are very, very talented. Artist Liz is unbelievably talented when it comes to doing readings. Man, she just plugged right in, and along with several others. And it's like, it's somebody will say, well, I'm feeling like I need to do a reading for so and so who's here in the group. And I'm like, well, if y'all are good with it, go for it. So, it lets me kind of sit back and just watch them enjoy each other.
Everybody going
It's
over and join Sherry's membership, and you guys can also experience all of that love and fun. It's a great you really offer so much to all of your members. It's so much
Oh,
fun.
thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
try to. I wish I could do more. I just don't have enough time in the day right now. Once I
Hmm.
hit retirement, then I can start doing more stuff. But
You'd say, how did I fit in a full-time job with all this?
I look at my schedule some days and think, now, oh, am I actually getting all of this done coherently?
Mhm. Well, in the interest
And
of time, Sherry, let's go ahead and get started.
let's do it.
And and Osmos Elf is here, and they say, "Is there a windfall on the horizon for me?" That is an amazing question. Is there a windfall? I think there's a windfall for all of us on the horizon, and it's an energy and a shift in the paradigm, is what I'm feeling for you, Osmos Elf. And it's almost like it's no fun having blessings all by yourself. It's a very lonely place, not lonely, but it's much better when you can share it with your friends and have everybody participate in the joy. So it's almost like when and I might get this quote wrong, when the harbor water rises, all boats rise, or something. When the harbor,
Mhm.
when the tide comes in, all boats rise.
Almost,
It's
yeah, something
really,
like that. I remember the saying, but I can't recall it
yeah.
correctly. Somebody
And
will tell us in chat.
And what I would just say is there a windfall on the horizon for all of us, please? And I do feel, I mean, I do know that there is an evolution for humanity and for the earth, and I do feel as though there is going to be an energy shift and a reset happening. There's just so much in the future that we just cannot even conceptualize right now as humans in this world, but it's going to be changing, and all of this really fast-paced changes are part of why we're all incarnated together. How about you, Sherry?
Yeah, I mean, rapture not included. I think we're all gonna be. I mean, I think that once we transition um, from this body into a spiritual body, that because we're all connected in this date and time together now, I do believe that once we transition, we're gonna see all of each other there. Because I really feel like the people that you get to know while you're walking around in this meat suit on the planet are all in some way or form a part of your soul family, and that we're going to be able to see each other when we cross over. Um, and as we ascend and go to higher levels and higher planes, then those that are kind of on the same schedule, I guess you could say, of ascension, we're going to all be there together. And I think it's we all lift each other up, which is why it's so important to, when we do our lives, and having people being able to participate and doing membership stuff where people can just come hang out and participate, and just hang or learn something or take a class or whatever. I know Danny Shea does wonderful shaman journeys on his that you can go in on, and it's just phenomenal. You know, you can because they're guided meditations for the shamanic journey, and it's really amazing the stuff that happens, and to see how it affects other people. Um,
That's great. What did you get a card for Osmos?
I did. I got two cards
Oh,
actually. The first one is reunion, and it says together again. So it'll focus in a minute. Takes my camera a second to catch up. Um, but
oh, look at
come
that. Two
on.
cats.
Yep,
How adorable is that?
two kitty cats there. It'll eventually it'll wake up and it's the
It
only thing
does,
I
you
don't like
guys.
about this camera is it just doesn't want to focus. I gotta put it right in front of my face. And,
Exactly.
and then eventually it'll click in. Hello.
It was
So
doing
it's
it the
two
whole
kittens
time.
and it says reunion. And then the other one I have says slow down, take more time. And and I
Oh, I
think
hear
that
the kitty cats meowing.
yep, that's Mama Cat who's now that Daddy's gone outside on the patio. Now she's going to decide she wants to go back in the bedroom. So she'll sit at the bedroom door and meow.
Oh,
And then we have the kitten who originally thought was a boy and then thought was a girl. And now we've discovered, no, he's actually a boy. So, um, and to go back to the old name we had given him. And oh my God, that kitten is like all over the place, just zoomies and running and bouncing and jumping. And it's like, ooh, he makes me tired.
he's stirring up the energy, like sort of getting out the stagnant energy. I hear they're very
Oh,
spiritual
yeah.
animals. You really have to
Oh,
look at
yeah.
it through a different lens. Well, thank you,
He's meowing
Osmos
right
Elf.
now.
Thank you for your question, Osmos Elf, and all the best to you.
Absolutely.
Much love and prosperity to you. Okay, Miss Leona is next, and after Leona is Sherry Luke. So
Okay.
Leona says, any channel message for me would be fun. I have a lot going on, please.
Okay. Let's see. Got cards jumping.
So, Leona, they want you there. I hear them saying one step at a time. Even though we can multitask, sometimes doing one thing well with focus and intention and like in the now moment with your full attention and then going on to the next thing with your full attention. Sometimes we don't have that luxury. Sometimes we have to do nine things at once, but they just want you to know one step at a time. And because it can get overwhelming and we just don't we don't really drink it in or um, where the full awareness is really where the magic is. And they just want you to make sure that you pace yourself, take one step at a time, and integrate along the way. And you could move from task to task or from idea to idea or whatever it is. You can move from one to the other, but try and do as much as you can in the now present moment. And that's what I have for you, Leona. How about you, Sherry?
All right. Well, the first one I have says I had to go. Journey is over. So this is just simply talking whether if it's your time or it feels more like it's there's someone around you that has crossed over recently that they're just trying to tell you I had to go. My journey was over. It was time for me to go. And that's okay. You don't have to mourn for them anymore because they couldn't stay here. Their time was up. And so they're just kind of letting you know that everything is good, everything is cool. And then I had leader come out, which is a lion here, and it just says father energy. So um, it feels like there is a father energy around you that is just trying to let you know that it was time for them to go, whether if it was a father, a grandfather, an uncle, a friend.
Yep, she did lose someone recently, and she's been hurting for days.
Yeah. So, and it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a man when it says father energy. Um, just anybody that provided that kind of uh, energetic feeling, I guess, of being fathered or of being mothered, or just kind of that protective energy that comes with that
Oh,
phraseology is what I'm getting. So
wonderful. Thank you, Miss Leona. Thank you, Sherry. That was really good. Okay, so next is Sherry Luke, and after Sherry Luke, I have Nancy Riker. We're gonna move right along, and Sherry Luke. Oh, uh, um, Sherry Luke says, "Any messages from my guides?" Hi, Cindy's heart. Nice to see you, Sherry Luke.
Sherry, I pulled for you Dance in the Fire. And this is talking about no matter what is going on in your life, no matter how hot it seems right now, because this is going bad, or this person's upset, or whatever's happening in the world, take that and dance, and just dance in the fire. Just say, okay, everything's kind of crashing and burning right now, and I'm going to dance my way through it, because it's going to dance you right off the floor and into the next step of your life, the next phase of your journey. And this is just reminding you that it's okay to dance in the fire. It's okay to take joy in that, in learning whatever the lesson is with it, and then moving on with it. And don't let it hold you back.
Beautiful. Hi, Crystal Connors. Nice to see you. So, Sherry, I was picking up for you that your spirit guides are encouraging you to continue with your creativity, even when you may feel like there's nothing creative to develop. Like maybe you have like writer's block or something, or you don't feel very creative. They said just the activity of using your hands, using color, using different materials and being creative, it will reunite you with that soul aspect, with that soul vibration, with the source energy. So they want you to consider, like, even if you have a coloring book, those
Just Adrian.
mandala coloring books, those adult coloring books, and where you could do something mindlessly but still act creatively. But they want you to practice that, Miss Sherry Luke. That's what I got for you. So thank you very much. Linda Swan has joined us from New Zealand. You're right on
Hey,
time,
Linda.
Linda.
Yeah.
It's amazing
What,
these
Sunday lunchtime
international.
for you, I think, or New Zealand? Yeah, you're
It's
tomorrow, so
tomorrow.
it's Sunday. I'm trying to remember if you're morning or if it's lunchtime. I don't remember.
So here is Nancy, and after Nancy, I have CJ. Nancy wants a message from her spirit guides. And Linda says 8:30 a.m. on Sunday.
Okay, I was thinking it was a little later in the day, but I know I got Dr. Ann coming on with me. I think it's next weekend, and I have to do the calibrating this time to this time. She's in New Zealand, so
So, Nancy, I do feel for you. um, your spirit guides are asking you to keep your attention close to the vest. They don't want you looking so far out and so far away from you, either in the past or in the future. They want you to keep your attention on this. And what I'm getting is maybe working on some chakra balancing, some connecting in your body, some um, auric field strengthening, keeping it close to your physical awareness, your physical energy, and building and working on that. Because, especially in my profession, we're always looking out to spirit guides and angels and the future and what if and what happens and past lives, that your spirit guides are saying, bring it in, Nancy, and bring it close to the vest and make sure that you're focusing, strengthening, and paying attention to you as much as everybody else. Because I had a reading and they made me go like this, like somebody was watching everybody else have their life and live their life, but they weren't living their life. They were just watching
Mhm.
everybody else live theirs. And they said, turn it back around. You live your life. Say, what makes me happy? What is something that will bring me joy? How do I feel? How am I feeling? What messages am I getting? They want you to turn that around and focus it on your own energy. How about you, Sherry?
Well, the first thing I got was recovery, need to heal. So, whatever it is that's been going on in your life where, things may not have been going so well medically or emotionally, spiritually, physically, this is just a little reminder from the spirit to take a little recovery time, give yourself time to heal because we all, and I'm, good Lord, I'm the world's worst at this. We all tend to, the second we feel the least little bit better, we jump up and start running again before our bodies have fully recuperated. And then you get slapped down even harder. And that happens to me so many times. It's not even funny because I'm hard headed. Um, and then I got perseverance. Keep trying. So, even if you do get knocked down for whatever reason, get back up and do it again. Just figure out what went wrong in that first round so that you can adjust and be more successful in the next round. And this is going to happen to you off and on throughout your whole life. That's just part of our learning and growing emotionally and spiritually is we're going to get knocked down and then we get back up. And then we're going to get knocked down by something else and we get back up. So it's don't ever lose hope in the lessons that you're being taught. Some of us, and I'm pointing at myself, are really hard headed and we kind of have to get hit in the head with the same lesson several times before we go, oh, okay, I get it. So, when that happens, then laugh it off and say, oh, okay, I get it. I'm being stubborn again. So, but I'm seeing, just mainly is to just take your time, let yourself heal, and so that you can then be able to go forward and help others and do what you need to do on a day-to-day basis.
That's beautiful, Sherry. That's really beautiful. I love that for you, Nancy. Wow, that was really nice. All right, so CJ is next. After CJ is Seashell in the Sky. And Seashell in the Sky, if you remember, I think she was on one of our shows last week, and somebody said Seashell in the City, like Sex in the City, but it was
Well, at least
Seashell
it wasn't seashells by the seaside. Well,
but
that last
Seashell.
reading I just gave, that was spirit talking to me too, because I'm the one that just got a big slap back. I've been having issues, lots of tests medically, and the doctors haven't been able to figure it out. And they sent me to a specialist, a kidney specialist. And he's like, "You're this far away from being on a dialysis machine."
Oh my God.
And I was like, "What?" I was freaking out in
Shari,
his
I
office.
didn't know.
It's evidently normal protein in your kidneys is like 20 to 50. If you hit 1,000, you're on dialysis. And I'm at 900. And I was like, "Oh my God." I was flipping out at the doctor's office. And he's like, "Just be calm." He says, "There are things we can do to correct this." And so I'm having to make adjustments in what I eat and drink, and which I probably should have already done. And they've got me on new medications, and I'm feeling a little better. Um, I just have to be a little more diligent in my diet and what I eat, and stay away from the stuff I'm not supposed to eat. And that sucks because I like to eat. Um, but it also
Hmm.
explains why I've lost almost 40 pounds since Christmas. So
Oh my gosh.
that's what made my regular doctor kind of say something's not right, because they were getting weird test results when I went in for my 6 month annual, semi-annual uh, appointment. And he was like, "How did you lose all this weight?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't
Oh
done anything
yeah.
different." And so that started the round. And so it was from my regular doctor to a urologist to a of I can't pronounce the doggone name, a kidney specialist. They
Hmm.
have a name for it, and I can never pronounce it. But
Hmm.
and
Well,
so I
I'm
spent a
glad.
few days feeling sorry for myself and pity party, why me? And then it was like getting slapped upside the head by spirit and saying, "Hey, wake up, do what you're supposed to do." So it's like,
Yeah, yeah, we need you there, Shari. We need you at full
it's like,
capacity for
okay,
sure. And I'm glad that they found it early and that they're able to,
yeah,
manage it for you.
before it turned into something worse,
Hmm.
and I was just
I
happy.
would highly recommend acupuncture as well. It's amazing help for healing. It really is, you guys. And thank you to Nancy Riker that brought that through for all of us. I think that was a
Yeah,
message for all of us, but it brought it through for Shari as well. So that was
yeah,
very cathartic. Thank you very much. Wow. And CJ is here, and CJ says any message from the guides would be appreciated. All right. CJ, do you have like a galactic connection? Because I don't know if it's something I'm remembering or something that I'm picking up. Um, but I'm getting the galactics for you, and I see that your cats are there, and I would uh, uh I would I would be easily leaning towards like Lyrans or Lyra, and I feel as though you have um, e- contact and or experience and or um, interests that are telling for you. And you don't have to say if you don't feel comfortable, but I'm getting a lot of galactic energy around you, Miss CJ. And we all have our star families, well, most of us, but and we are influenced by it's like a past life as a you know uh, ET being, and sometimes they watch over us as we incarnate into a new lifetime. I know I do. One of my spirit guides is an ET, and he folds his arms like this, and he has a like a robe on, and he just watches, and he doesn't ever speak to me, but he like telepathically sends me messages, and he's always there. So he must be like one of my guardians or something, but he's one of my main guides for sure. And I can't tell like
you
sort
said
of what he
this, and
looks.
I immediately thought of "I Dream of Jeannie."
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, so CJ saying, not that I know of, but ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, I feel, and if it's not now, maybe it's in the future, but just keep an open mind. Let me see if there's, but let's just don't be open minded and you know um what would you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. Expose yourself to different types of information and see what resonates with you. So that's what I have for you, Miss CJ. How about you, Sherry?
Well, you started saying what you were feeling, and I had picked up change your story. And the first thing it talks about is we have a vision of ourselves based on our past experiences in this lifetime. And we feel like we can't change going forward because it's always been this way in the past. But this is reminding us when it says to change your story, is to acknowledge that you've changed, you've grown, you've learned so many new things that that helps you move forward in a different direction. Mr. Kane, be quiet. And it says to acknowledge your growth, release your old story, and let the new story come in. And when you're doing that, look forward to what it is that you want to accomplish. And then just kind of lay out a little floor plan of, okay, I need to do this to get here, to get here, to get here. And it's very much a stair step method. That's how I've always seen and approached it. It's like, I want to get here, but I got to get up this flight of stairs to get there. So, what are my steps to proceed forward? Sometimes we get knocked back down a few steps. That's okay. Brush yourself off and keep on going. And
Yes,
then the
Sherry, that
last,
resonates. CJ says, yes, Sherry, that resonates.
oh, good, 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 good. And then I got anniversary, a celebration. Now, I don't know if it's an anniversary for you, for a, a, a relationship, a job, or a friendship, whatever. It could be somebody around you that's got an anniversary coming up for whatever reason. And it just talks about to celebrate, but be careful with the alcohol. Try to steer clear of the alcohol, or at least have a designated driver if you do decide to partake in the party to that level. Um, it's just a little reminder from spirit to just be careful when you go out and you have a party and when you're celebrating somebody's achievements or your own achievements. Just be aware and be careful.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, yeah. Okay, CJ, thank you very much for your feedback. And she said it's her sister's birthday today.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's basically the same thing as an anniversary. You're celebrating the day
Yep,
she was
it
born.
is. It
So,
is an
um,
anniversary.
yeah, very much so.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much for all the feedback, CJ. That was wonderful. So, Seashell in the Sky is next. And after Seashell is, let's go ahead and jump down to Leah, because I'm not sure if we would get to her if we were just going. So, Seashell in the Sky, and then Leah is next after that. Okay. So, Seashell says, may I get a message from my spirit guides? Oh, I love that seashell. Um,
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I don't know why they have me going all over to these different realms today, but I'm getting, like mermaid and um, just mermaid energy in a different realm. And the seashell in your picture there has definitely ignited the possibility of you know, like the rainbow colors and the magical colors and the mystical folklore, like all of these things are coming through for you. And they want you to know that these things are real. These things of folklore, these stories, and these dreams that we have are real, and they exist in a different realm. It doesn't mean that they're not real if they're not here in this 3D realm. So they want you to understand what real and not real. And what we call not real is that it doesn't exist in this vibration. but it does exist. It does happen. It is um, occurring simultaneously. And they just want you to perhaps open up your mind when you work with your meditations, or when you do your journeys, or when you do your journaling, to allow for these mystical and impossible scenarios to play out, because they do exist. And part of it is they're telling you to get into that creative non-belief, or what we call that, suspend your disbelief and get into that creative side. And I think that's where the message is. How about you, I was going to call you Allie. Sherry. I was just
Close
emailing
enough.
Allie. Mhm.
The first thing I got was free your creativity. And basically, this is saying if you're willing to see things differently, many new opportunities will be possible. So that's part of freeing your creativity is you have to first look around you with new eyes so that you can you can just expand and grow from there. And then the other card I got was time is precious. Don't waste it. And so make a point of making time for those that are important to you. You can grocery shop later. You can run, go do this errand at another day or another time. If you have the opportunity to spend just 5 minutes with somebody that is important to you, make the time to take the time with them at this point in time. Don't put it off, is what I'm being told.
Wow. Wow, Seashell. She says, sounds like I need to have a lot more fun. Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Fun
Yeah.
is always number one in my book.
Absolutely. Thank you, Seashell. All right.
Thank
Next
you, thank
is
you.
Leah. And Leah has an urgent request here. Her ex passed away, and
Oh,
she wants to know, is he okay? And does he have a message? His name is Mike. I'm so sorry for your loss, Leah. And don't let anybody minimize or
no.
sort of change the dynamic, because it doesn't matter if they're an ex or if you hadn't seen them for a while. It is a loss, truly, especially somebody who you loved with all of your heart. Um, it is, and a contemporary, and somebody who you spent so much time with and were so very close to. So let me see. Mike. Come on, calling in Mike for Leah. Aw, he's very calm, and he doesn't, he understands your. I think it was unexpected, and he's saying that people are reacting in a frantic manner, but he says that he's very calm and he feels like he's at peace, is what he's trying to tell me. And he's saying that how much was there a lot of confusion, or was there a lot of chaos around him that caused this, or was there like something about the confusion and chaos? And I don't know if it was like a misdiagnosis or if it was a an accident of some sort. But he's saying that none of that has carried over. That when I came here to this side, everything was calm and serene, and it's almost like he has clarity now. Um, and that he's very calm. There is no tragedy, there is no trauma, there is no confusion, there is no chaos. He wants you to know that he is calm and serene. And I see that he can see things clearly, and he is watching over loved ones left behind. Um, he is crossed over to the other side, but he has not. There's like a transition and a time of unraveling and moving farther away from this vibration. He's saying he does have his dog there too. He's saying he's met his mom, that his mom's there, and they're all like, everything's okay. It's almost like this was, they knew that that was going to happen, or that he would be there soon. Like they're like, we're not upset. We're not caught off guard. I think in this world, people were caught off guard. And he's just wants to apologize for that and for if there's any chaos and confusion left behind. But he wants you to know that he is okay. He can see things clearly. He is with his, I feel like it's a mother energy, and that he's very well taken care of. That's what I have for you, Miss Leah. What do you have there,
Okay, the
Sherry?
first thing that came out with me is masculine, the male energy. And it just says his presence, you feel his presence around you. Um, he's trying to wrap you with comfort because he knows it's painful and he knows that you're hurting from it, but that he's okay. Um, and then I had this one jump out and it just says inheritance left for you. I want you to have it. So I don't know if he's talking about an actual physical inheritance, something maybe he owned or some kind of an insurance policy he left for you or something. Um, I think he's taught. I feel more like what he's saying inheritance. I want you to have it is to keep all of those memories of you, the two of you together, to keep that close and to share it with other people. Talk about it, share it. Number one, that helps cleanse your soul when you speak it out. Um, and it makes it easier to deal with the loss. Um, and number two, yeah, there you go. Okay. Um, that makes sense.
She said,
Uh,
yes, before he passed, I dreamt of his dog that had passed and that she was licking his feet. Wow.
yeah, yeah, letting him, yeah, she was just coming to be with him then. So, um, that's beautiful. And that's what I'm feeling. And it's funny you say past dog. Look
Mm,
what the picture is on the inheritance card is of
mm-hmm,
a puppy dog.
mm-hmm,
Um, uh, looks like it's either a terrier or a chihuahua. I don't know. They look so much alike. I can't tell them
mm-hmm. I
apart.
know.
But very much it's just there are things he left with you that are down deep, and he wants you to hang on to that. I want you to have it, so hang on to that. Um, and give yourself time to mourn. There's no timetable. We all mourn at different rates of time. We all mourn at different levels. Um, my husband died uh, 24 years ago. And most of the time I can talk about him and joke about him, and I'm perfectly fine. And then there are other times when I hear a song, I smell a smell, I see a clip on a movie or a TV, and it just, boom, it's like sucker punched all over again. And it brings it all back very real and very in the moment. And it can be really um, difficult. Christmas time is the hardest time for me because he loved Christmas. He decorated everything for Christmas from the toilet to the outside. It didn't matter. If he could find something to decorate it with, he decorated it. And so it was a good almost
That's funny.
15 years after he died before I even had a Christmas tree again. I couldn't put up Christmas decorations. I just couldn't do it. It was too
Oh,
painful. And now I can do it with the memories of all the silly things that he did, and we can laugh about it. But yeah, just take all that he left with you here and hold it tight. And the rest of it is will work itself out.
All the best to you, Leah. So sorry for your loss. Yeah, Linda was touched by that.
Absolutely.
Jerry, I know. I know. So, Cindy's Heart, you are next. And if you could just say hello, because I know we're getting close to the end here. I just want to make sure that you're here. Is Cindy's Heart still here? I don't know if she is.
Yep, there she is.
Wonderful. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy said, I would love a message for the new month ahead for October.
All right. October is going to be a wild and crazy month, y'all.
Well, it's going to be fun on the Sun Psychic Gene channel. So if you want a nice little distraction and these ghost stories are not like spooky, like they're spooky, but they're not. It's like what is it? Mm, What's that phenomena? Metaphysical. I think is what
Yeah.
I think is the term. And you know, it's there's not anything scary and there's not anything devious. I wouldn't have anything like that on my channel. It's very a factual and
There's no
interesting.
Jason coming out.
Yeah, none of that Hollywood stuff. No, it's none of that stuff. It's not ghouls and goblins. No, it's all about things caught on tape and things going, unusual experiences that are really interesting. That's all. But anyway, Cindy would like a message for the new month ahead in October. For Cindy. I do see you being busier than normal, than usual. I know that sometimes when the weather changes, we tend to wind down, but I don't, you have different obligations or celebrations or events that will be in October. And I think that you're looking forward to taking a back seat and sort of um, not being what do I want to say? Not being in the limelight so much. Not being it's important that we do mingle and collaborate and experience different events, but it's also important for us to rest, restore, rejuvenate, and to be silent and have our own practice. So this is where I think that the balance is coming in for you, Cindy. And even though you're looking forward to the colder or the cooler months to um, you know take a little rest. I think that October is going to be eventful for you, and then maybe November will be a little bit more of a rest. And things will pop up, and it's important that you say yes to opportunities. Um, I don't know if there's a family event. There's something about. Yeah, I feel like it has. I don't know. Somebody has an event. Maybe it's a some sort of a recital or some sort of an event that somebody is performing or doing that you're going to go and see. I don't know what this is. Um, they want you to know that it's important for you to balance both of these experiences, is what I'm getting. Cindy, how about you, Shari?
Well, the first thing I drew was calm, scattered mind. And it just talks about kind of letting that calmness flow over you with everything. There's so much going on, and October is going to be a really crazy month in a lot of different aspects. A lot of people are going to be really just wound up and kind of going off the deep end. And so this is just a little reminder to take that deep breath, to bring that calmness over you. And then I drew be grateful. And on that, it talks about make a list of all your blessings so that you can reflect on all of the abundance that you already have. And that there is no lack of abundance available to you. But you have to break the habit of looking at the world as one of deprivation and struggle and accept the endless blessings waiting to come in. So you have to shift that perspective a little bit. Quit looking at all the bad stuff and start focusing on all the good stuff that's there and available to you, from jobs to opportunities to um, music or movies that you enjoy that are going to be available for you to go and see or listen to at a discounted rate, maybe, or even for free. Uh, there are people in your life that maybe you don't get to see enough of that are going to be able to be closer to you for a time so that you do get to spend that time with them. And it's also a time when spirit is saying, be grateful for what you've been given because there's so much more to give. And so as you're grateful for the things you have, they're going to just give you more. And it's just an it's a wheel that doesn't stop turning. The more grateful you are, the more abundance that comes your way. And the more grateful you are, the more, but it just feeds in upon itself. And so that's what spirit is trying to let you know. In October, like I said, is going to be a rocky month for just about all of us. All kinds of things I've seen coming. And it's been a matter of just taking that step back and taking that deep breath and going, okay, it is what it is. When it happens, it happens. In the meantime, I'm just going to be thankful for what I have and just go forward. And that's all we can do. I think if more of us get in that mindset, it will help relax the energies around us so that things aren't maybe quite as bad as they could be.
Hmm. And it's important to remember that we are the observer, not the absorber. And it's
Yes,
important to maintain
excellent
that
way to
balance
put that.
of our own energy, and balance that energy. So if there's things that may be um, affecting us either emotionally or physically, that we're able to weather the storm and stay that centered. Um, and anybody here is a light worker who is watching this channel, who is walking down this spiritual path. You have what it takes in order to do this, to shine your light, to hold your center, to strengthen your energy around you. And it is for us to be a witness, and for us to be a compassionate witness, and for us to hold the light and the balance. And that's what I see. That's what I think is really important. That was really good, Shari. I appreciate that. And Cindy's heart, thank you for bringing all that information out for both of us. And I think that that's going to do it. I do have another obligation later on today. So that will be the end of our show. But thank you, Shari, for
You're
coming, for
welcome.
sharing, for your readings, for your beautiful cards.
I
And
love hanging out with you. So I love reading with you.
yeah, and look, Cindy says, thanks. I understand this, and I am extremely grateful. Balance is something I have to remember for me.
Yep,
Hmm. Good. Good for you, Cindy. Thank you very much for all the feedback. And we'll
absolutely.
we'll be back again. I have a big event tomorrow. I think I shared with everybody. I have a psychic fair, and it's
Ah,
in Northern Virginia, and I'm doing a workshop, and I'm going to be doing a talk. So I have a lot of things to prepare and pack and things. So, and I have another appointment after this as well. And I look forward to seeing you all. I'll be
Who's
back.
overdoing it now?
Well, these are my work days. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
There you go.
So these are my work days. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing you all again. Thank you, Shari. Thank you for everybody who's watching later. And I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to, hanging out together again real soon.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again.